Once again, I welcome you to Marriage Without Tears channel. This is your ultimate channel for couples who want to make a success of their marriage. My name once again is Felix Okeke. I am your marriage counselor and coach, and tonight we shall be discussing a very vital subject, and I want you to pay undivided attention. The topic we are talking about today is simply titled The 7 Daily Habits that Can Transform Your Marriage. The 7 daily habits that can transform your marriage. What essentially is a habit? A habit is something that you do on a continual basis, something you are consistent at. It can be negative, it can be positive. But what we are discussing today is simply the positive habits that you can bring into your marriage to add value to it, so that the marriage will last the distance, so that the marriage will fulfill the purpose for which you entered into it, to the glory of God. So what are those 7 habits that you can add to your marriage to bring it to that great ground that you desire it? Number 1, if your marriage must get there, you must engage in quality play. A lot of marriages out there are lacking play. They no longer play. The couples no longer play. It appears as if the excitement and the joy of the marriage ended on the day or just a day after the wedding or after the honeymoon. There is no more joy. The pressures of the daily activities have encroached on the couple, and they are no longer spending quality time to play with one another. You must endeavor to have a playing time with one another. You can take on some indoor games, something like squash, something like badminton. These are things that you and your spouse can play at. You can even do a game of chess or a ludo or simply anything that can make you happy. I know of a couple that each time they are alone, they lock up the whole flat and then they go naked and then they start playing a hide and seek. Either the man is hiding and the wife is looking all over the place for him, and the man may even decide to hide under their bed. So they add a kind of fun to it. Anytime one person discovers the other, there is a whole laughter, there is a whole joy. There is a screaming in the house. Something you must do to bring that joy together again, because your spouse is your closest ally, is your closest friend. So learn how to play again, learn how to play. It is very, very important. And I want you to inculcate that in your marital menu if you desire that marriage to go the distance. The second thing you must also add to your marriage if you desire to go the distance is complementing, the ability to complement, the ability to affirm one another, the ability to motivate one another to achieve excellence in life. The marriage is simply a symbiotic relationship, a relationship of 2 people who are on a journey together. So the encouragement of one is required to push the other one forward. If you know that you want your spouse, you want your marriage to go the distance, then you must learn how to encourage one another from time to time. Even when your spouse is going out, check out the kind of dressing he or she is wearing, check out the perfume, check out everything, and then be able to raise a voice of compliment. He desires it. Your voice as a woman complimenting your husband makes a lot of difference in what he will become during the entire day. So it is very, very important. If he is attending a particular course, encourage him. He needs an affirmation. The same thing you as the man, as your woman is involved in one activity or the other, compliment her, encourage her. If she had cooked a good meal, encourage her, compliment her. Don't just finish eating her food and get up and wash your hand and go away. No, it's not the right thing to do. Compliment her. Tell her what a good cook she is. Tell her what a good dresser she is. Tell her how she makes you happy. Tell her all manner of good things. It is very, very desirable if you want that marriage to go the distance. Very, very important indeed. The third thing that you must do if you want your marriage to go the distance is the use of kind words. Quality communication is very important in marriage, especially when it is garnished by kind, compassionate, and loving words. The kind of words that edifies your partner. The kind of words that makes your partner want to do more for you. The kind of words that makes your partner want to do a whole lot more in that relationship. You must use complimentary words. You must use edifying words. Not derogatory language, not caustic language. Don't begin to compare your spouse with another, because both of them are not in the same journey. Your spouse is different from the other man outside there. It's different from that woman outside there. So don't make comparisons, because they are not in a journey. They are not in a journey together. They are not in the same kind of terrain. So learn how to use complementary words. Learn how to use words that edify the human spirit. Learn how to use words that will spur your partner onto action and onto excellence. It's very, very important indeed. I have seen so many couples cutting one another, making one another look ridiculous, making one another, they look down, and all their words lack respect and honor and dignity. And because of that, most couples, they become quarrelsome, they become antagonistic, they no longer see what you're seeing. I want you from this moment onwards to begin to, share your emotions, share your vision, share your dreams in a language that is coated with respect and honor. Quality communication, very, very important indeed. Before I go further, I want you to look at the red button by my side. Click on it and get subscribed. That's the red button. That's the subscribe button if you desire to be a part and parcel of this wonderful channel. Click on that red button and get subscribed. One other thing I also want to say here, you must also learn how to take your bath together. What do I say? Take your bath together as frequently as you can. It has the capacity of washing away all the pressures of the day. That is the fourth thing. Take your bath together. Go to the bedroom together. Off your clothes. Take your bath. Stay in that bathtub. Rejoice in that bathtub. Be happy. Scrub one another's back. It has the potential to remove all the pressures of the day. It has the potential to make your spouse feel more warmer towards you. As you begin to wash one another's body, begin to share some intimate moments of the day, some certain things in the daily activity that you find very, very wonderful. Begin to share it with your spouse. As you do this, you will discover that affinity, that closeness, that intimacy will be developed. Intimacy can be developed, you know that. So I want you to put that among also the top in your calendar. The fifth thing that you must do as a habit is quality sexual intercourse. What do I say? Quality sexual intercourse, quality copulation, very, very important in marriage. If you as a woman do not enjoy sex, please open up to your husband. Tell him how he can get you into that rhythm so that you begin to enjoy it. But don't deny one another sex except for reasons of sickness, or perhaps you are fasting or such other things. But don't deny one another. Sex is very, very important in marriage. It has the capacity of lubricating the entire aspect of the marriage. It has a spiritual undertone. It has a physiological undertone. It has an emotional undertone. Anytime you engage in the sex act, it brings all the parts of the marriage, all the parts of the union. It brings them together. You begin to feel that is when two actually becomes one. So don't deny one another. If you want that marriage to go the distance, please don't deny one another. I have seen so many marriages crumble because of sexlessness. It shall not be so in your own case. Don't give yourself unnecessary excuses. Work pressure is not enough to deny you of sexual intercourse. Please have sex together. Don't give yourself the chance or open up a crack for another person to enter into your marriage. Be warm towards another on the sexual bed. Very, very important. And when you're on the sexual bed, please do it as occasion demands. There is no position, there is no act of sexual intercourse that is demeaning between a couple. You can go to the earlier videos I did, the earlier productions I did on sexual intercourse, and you will learn much more. There's no act, there's no sexual act that is demeaning, that is ugly, as long as the couple are clean, the couple are genuine, the couple are also true to one another. You can engage in the sexual act anywhere you please. Please go to the earlier version that we did on sexual intercourse and then check it out, and you will learn much more. And of course, the sixth thing you must do, if you desire your marriage to go the distance, once you have a quarrel, learn how to resolve it as quickly as possible. Don't allow the sun to go down on your anger. I have seen so many marriages crumble, not just because the object of conflict is very large, but because they swept the conflict under the carpet. And you know what? anytime you begin to sweep dust, as we begin to sweep all manner of dust under the carpet, within a short period of time, there will be a mountain under the carpet. So you don't sweep it under the carpet. You don't pretend as if nothing happened. I have seen some people who will say, forget about it. I just forget about it. It doesn't matter. Nothing actually happened. No, something happened. Learn how to talk about your conflict. Learn how to discuss it. And if peradventure you discover that your spouse is not open, is not coming out to actually to seek forgiveness or sorties, please be a stronger party in the relationship, because it is the stronger party that sues for peace. Look for any way you can do. Use any means you can, either by emotional or prayer, to bring that conflict under subjection, so that at the end of the day, you'll be triumphant. Don't go on allowing anger to destroy what you have built. And finally, you want this marriage to go the distance. And the seventh habit, please learn how to pray together. A praying couple lasts a lifetime. A praying couple is the couple that stays together. A praying couple is the overcoming couple. A praying couple is the couple that triumphs. A praying couple are those who are willing to give it all it takes to enter into that region where they become exemplary to others. So learn how to pray. Learn how to pray. Pray in the morning together, in the noontime together, as often as possible. Learn how to pray together. It's very, very important as a couple that you must learn how to pray. If you are able to do this, I can bet you that your marriage will last the distance. Praying is the oxygen of a quality couple. It is what gives quality couple life. Because when you pray together, you invite a third party and a higher party that is able to give you the strength and the energy that you need in order to overcome that terrible situation that confronts you. So learn how to pray. It's very important indeed. And as you do so, may the Lord God bless you. Please do these 7 things and you will forever be glad you did. And I thank you very much. Please, before you go, look at that red button, subscribe to this channel, and let's do it together next week. May God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you very much.